Hey everybody, I'm Francesca.
And I'm Jessie.
And we're both realtors on the Laurel Real Estate Group at Keller Williams Realty. We decided to start a podcast geared towards women, although this is a podcast for everybody, but our girls, gays, and theys will really appreciate this.
Perfect. We are super excited to start this podcast and really just give our perspective on real estate for women, what we're doing on a daily basis to be successful and how we could potentially help you guys, and really just be ourselves because we want to have a little bit of fun.
Exactly. And it's much easier to listen to somebody explain something to you when they're being authentic. Our goal is not to sit here and preach to you, but to really empower you. And we feel that in this market, in this world, really, it's really easy for young people, young women overall to kind of, fall to the wayside and not really get the education that they need.
Definitely.
To feel that they can make moves on their own.
Or they don't know who to go to talk about it. So
Exactly.
That's what we're here for.
We're here and ready to help and excited to help.
Yeah.
And that's essentially why we decided to do this, really.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
Not just because we're bored.
Yeah, not just because we're bored.
We will have a lot of fun, but we want to educate you guys and just make real estate fun for everyone because we know it can sometimes be a little stressful.
Exactly. It can be a little overwhelming, but
yes,
at the end of the day, it should be a fun experience.
Definitely.
And a rewarding experience.
Exactly. So, Francesca, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Happy to. So of the two of us, I'm newer to the industry. I just hit my 2 years a couple days ago, actually.
Wow.
2 years on the team.
Awesome.
I have done just under $6 million in volume so far this year, and I'm on pace to hit my $10 million goal for the year, which feels really good and is really exciting. So my career is really taking off, and that's the position I'm in right now. And it feels really great to know that when you're helping people, you can also have a really rewarding career.
Definitely.
What about you?
I'm Jessie, as you guys know.
As they will know.
Yes. And I've been in real estate since January 2020, which was a really interesting time to come into it right before COVID. I actually really just monopolized on that to make sure that I was fully educated before really jumping into everything because I had about a 2-month span to specifically focus on education in real estate because nothing was happening in real estate at that time.
Nothing's happening in the world.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing was happening at all in Maine. And since then, I have worked with probably 75 clients. I was part-time for the first 2 years. And then I became full-time. And this year, I believe I've done a little under 6 million. I've done 10 deals. And I also gave birth to my son Haynes, who's 4.5 months old.
Yes.
So hoping to pick it back up again. But we'll also be talking about motherhood and real estate because we both are moms.
Yeah, we forgot to touch base on that. We're also moms in this community.
Yeah.
And we value family in a big way. And we can also speak to being mothers in business.
Yep. Especially as a self-employed business owner.
Mm-hmm. It's no joke.
Not getting benefits. So that's something to really talk about. So we'll definitely hit on that throughout our podcast. Other fun things I like doing. I love reading. I love going outdoors, hiking, going to my parents' lake house. I'm a Gemini, so I'll always be keeping you on your toes. We're just going to have a lot of fun with this. So I'm excited. We'll talk more about our individual sales and everything, how we got there. But
you just
that's a little bit about me.
Maybe we can do horoscopes in real estate. Little segment, because who doesn't love that? I'm a Pisces with a Leo moon and a Virgo rising. So,
and honestly, I don't even really know what my
rising is. I said I was going to do your chart, and I haven't done it.
I have it on whatever that app is. CoStar, but I don't pay attention to it. It's interesting because I am the first 4 hours of Gemini, so
that's true.
I feel I'm more of a Taurus most of the time.
You have Taurus energy.
Yeah, but I can be Gemini when I need to be.
You prepped me for my daughter.
Yeah.
Who's a Gemini a couple days after you. It helped ease me in.
Yes.
It's like, all right, I'm glad I knew Jessie first.
Oh my God. But yeah, so this is how it's gonna be. We're gonna be very lighthearted. We're going to talk about really everyday things happening to us in the market and just be ourselves.
Yeah, and we'll probably give you little snippets along the way of what we're doing to improve our real estate investments and what that looks like. Even just little homeowners guides too. Sometimes
Totally.
we'll give you a rundown of what we think you should be doing for the month.
Yep.
Just to take care of the investments you already have. It can be fun. And there's a lot you can do on your own. And we want to show you that that's all possible.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, so really the overview of what we're probably going to be doing, to reiterate that, every episode we're going to give you a little bit of market snapshot, what's happening
Yes.
in the main market and in the United States, because we know we're going to have listeners from out of state, and also just everyday topics. And every week we'll have a different topic that we cover.
Yeah.
So
That's a perfect segue. Our next episode is really going to give you an overview of what's going on in the market today, including on a wider scale nationally. We're going to talk a little bit about why this market is not heading towards a crash. And then we'll talk about the communities we really live and work in. We overlap a lot.
Yep.
But I'm from Portland. You're from Falmouth. So we have some different knowledge bases there. And we're
Yep.
definitely going to get into that as well.
definitely. Lifelong Mainers, though.
That's right. Born and raised. Not going anywhere.
Exactly.
Maybe a house in the south of France, though.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll talk about
maybe Burgundy.
Okay. Where
Yes, we'll talk about
I'm
that
coming
too.
to sip wine. That's all.
We will definitely be sipping wine together.
Oh, yeah.
No matter if that's on our deck in Maine
Yep.
or on our patio in France.
Or on the podcast if we film a little later in the day.
Yeah,
It's
honestly.
10 a.m. So
Yeah,
coffee.
that might be looked down upon. But that's okay. We can still do it.
I don't know. If you like it, we'll do it.
All right.
All right.
Well, thank you for listening, and we look forward to seeing and talking to you guys over the next couple weeks and then on our next podcast.
Yeah, and we're open to suggestions. So if you have any ideas, send them in. Thank you.
Thanks.